Hey there fam, welcome back. Got a throwback review for you today. This is an older set from 2011. You may recognize it from Lego Pirates of the Caribbean all the way back. Yeah, it's been a while. This is Isla de Muerta from The Curse of the Black Pearl, the only set that they made for that film, which is baffling to me because there are just so many great moments they could have done. But yeah, I actually pieced this together. It took quite a while. Talk about that at the end. But yeah, you get the 4 figs. At the time, this retailed for 20 bucks. Nowadays, it's really past that. Just used and sealed. You're gonna pay a lot. But you know what? It's fine because I don't see them making this theme again, at least not for a while. But regardless, you get the build. Actually, you get like 3 little builds, and then you get the 4 figs. So it's really nice at the time. I remember going to Target and picking this up and just being really impressed. And, it holds up all these years later, I think. And, yeah, it looks great. I'll move the builds aside so you can focus on the figs. All 4 of these are actually unique to this set. Even Jack, who in this set is different. We'll start with Sparrow. He is different in the set because of his faces. He's got the battle face look, and he's got the usual Jack Sparrow stuff, like he's got the, special headpiece, which is just brilliant, just amazing, like just molded, detail. He's got his compass and his sword, and he's got lots of detail, especially for the time. Just like belts and buckles and sashes and great Sparrow, features, and his likeness is great too. His second face is the best part actually, where he's got the cursed look from when he steals the one of the coins and fights Barbossa. Just a great fig, and this fig's about 10 bucks, maybe like 12 to 13. So he's not super cheap, but he's a really nice Jack Sparrow. It's a unique version, which I appreciate, and it's really awesome. It's a really great Sparrow for sure. I'm glad that they made him different. Next up is Elizabeth, who is a whopping 20 bucks because she only came in the set for some reason. She has a lot of awesome outfits. Sadly, this is the only one, but she's wearing the dress that Barbossa gave to her, and it's just wonderfully detailed. It's great dark red, design, and she's got the medallion on her chest and a great hairpiece for sure. Matches Kira, I think, pretty well. And as for her faces, she's got pretty like normal face right there, and then curious, they gave her like this kind of angry, like fearful face. I don't know what that's like. I guess like scared or something. Good face and good back printing as well. Unfortunately, the hairpiece covers up like 90%, but it's really good. No accessories for her, but you can give her one of the pieces of gold if you want. Definitely my favorite, and she is the standout for me in this, although I think the next one arguably is better. Captain Barbossa, one of the legendary characters and just awesome villain. Like in terms of Disney villains, just fantastic. Especially in the first movie, he turns more of into an anti-hero throughout the rest of the films. But in the first one, he's a straight up bad guy, and he's got his apple. He's got his sword holder with the sword in it, and he's got his special hat, which has a crease in it. It's also got a feather and a unique face for him. You can actually get Barbossa in another set, but it's a different version. So it's from a different film, but this is from the first 3 films, technically. It's got wonderful printing. Look at this. There's so much going on with this guy. This great colors, great trench coat, great like necklace, and just all around gorgeous design. And he's got back printing as well, which is fine. And no alternate face because he's got the hat. But just a really awesome fig. This one's 25 bucks, so he makes up a lot of the value. And lastly is Skeleton Barbossa, which is pretty much just the same fig except it's like undead, so he's like cursed. It's really awesome. They gave him the boots, and he's got the apple again, which he wants to eat after he lifts the curse. He's got the sword holder, hat, different face. The face is more evil. It's like white, and it's really sinister, really great. No, there's no printing, but it's really nice to get the skeleton, which I believe was new at the time for Ninjago, so that's cool. And very nice fig. This one's also 25 bucks because it's unique to this one. And yeah, those are the 4 figs. Just fantastic. Just all around just amazing, like design wise, and just great likenesses to the actors. And yeah, really nice figs. I'll move them aside just so we can focus on the build as Barbosa falls and dies early. We got 3 builds. I'll talk about the boat first. Boat's pretty good. It's just like a standard boat in brown. It's the boat that Jack and Will rode to the island with, and it's pretty good. It's got some oars, some benches, and that's about it. It's nice though. You can like put the oars in the little sections here. You can have characters row it. Got a lantern at the front. And this is actually kind of hard to find in this color. I think this is one of the only sets to have this color boat. So that's kind of cool. And it's a nice piece, really nice addition. And second off is the Chest of Cortez. Really awesome build. I'm glad it's like not like a molded piece. It's like built from parts, which I appreciate, because it'd just be lame if it was just like one big thing. Like that'd be dumb. But yeah, it's really, really reminiscent. It's got like a gold bar, you got a gold piece right there, lots of gold parts around it. Nice platform, you can put like Elizabeth or Will, although Will doesn't come in the set, I'll get to that later. But yeah, you can open this up. It's just like a nice tile with some parts on it. And you open it up, it's got these shiny chrome coins in there. Look at that. Nice treasure. And we need one more to lift the curse. And it's really cool to get all those little parts. I think it's like 8 little coins in there. And yeah, this is connected by one stud, so you can actually like angle the top if you want to see a little bit of the coins in there. But really nice little build. It's not too many parts, but it looks really reminiscent to the prop, which was a real chest that they used, which just really blows my mind. And yeah, other than that, we've got this final section. This is the main island, or Isle de la Muerta. Isla de Muerta. Yeah, it's called the Island of Death. That's what it means, which is very appropriate because people have died trying to, claim this treasure. And yeah, it's pretty good for, being just over 100 parts. It's honestly pretty, decently sized. It's got a couple features, but I want to cover just some of the colors. We got like some water elements, or just some water tiles. Got like a jewel, tons of gold around this, like as a cup. There's lots of gold studs everywhere, and yeah, it's really cool. Got a little torch up there, got a little spike next to it, with some rock crevices, some more rock stuff. And this brings us to our first feature. So you can take Barbosa, both Barbosas. You can take them, hold on. I have to get Barbosa into his fighting mode. Take him, and you can actually switch this around. Hold up. You're not supposed to be there, sir. There you go. So you can switch it. It's like he's in the moonlight. So when him and Jack are fighting, they go through the moonlight. Like they go back and forth. And there's this really cool feature where you can take this knob and you can switch it off. So Barbosa becomes Cursed Barbosa. It's just a really like simple feature, but it's so clever because it's so quick. You can just like rotate it and boom, evil, and he's cursed. It's so like genius, and it works really well. Like it's smooth to turn it, and it's simple, but it's so effective. And yeah, that's the first feature. That's the main one. And the second feature is honestly pretty simple. Once again, over here, we've got a ship mast from a previous ship that crashed there. And you can see that there's a little cone. You just press this down, and if Jack or Elizabeth's trying to get into the island, you can just push this down, and boom, you can lock them in there so they can't go into the island. It's a pretty cool feature, honestly. Like, it's very simple. You just push it like this little Technic pin, and it moves the mast. But it's honestly really satisfying. Like, and it makes a good sound too. So I like that a lot. It's simple. You can actually also, what you want to do, if you have like Will or Elizabeth trying to get in there, and you can like row the boat in there, and then you can have the ship mast trap the boat too if you want to do that. So yeah, there's, that's really it for the functions. It's simple, but you know what? It's fine because this was 20 bucks at the time, and there's more than enough here. I mean, you got the chest, you've got the boat, you've got the island, and obviously you could expand on it. But I feel like the only bad part about the set is there's no Will. Like Will was such a big part of this whole film, and also the scene. I feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity for him to not be in this. He came in other sets, mainly Dead Man's Chest sets. I think he only came in the Dead Man's Chest sets, which is curious. But yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity, but it's nice that you get double Barbosas, you get Jack, of course, and it's unique Jack. I like that it's like a special version of him. Like I like that they switched it up because in like all the other sets, pretty much you're just the same Jack. But you know that's nice. And Elizabeth is the big. That's the big draw for me. I remember back in the day, I wanted it pretty much just for her, but it aged really well. Like of all the pirate sets, this is one of the best ones because it was cheap at the time, and also it has a lot to it. It's only like 152 parts, but there's enough going on. I think I did have to piece this together, which was a little bit of a pain, especially just to wait, and I had to buy the figures again because I didn't treat them very well back then. So yeah, this is going on permanent display though, because I adore this movie and especially this set. So I love it. There's not really anything I would change. Again, Will should have been in this, but that's fine because we get double Barbosas, so that kind of makes up for it. There's enough action. There's enough stuff going on. Um, Obviously, if they could remake it, I think they would bump it up probably to like 30, $40, and then we could get Will, we could get some of the other pirates, we could get a bigger play set. But I don't know. I don't see them doing pirate sets for a long time. I don't know. I don't see the demand for it. But if you can get this, definitely get it. There's a lot of good stuff. The figs, especially, are worth it. You may have to pay a lot, but you know what? I think it's worth it. And I'm happy to have it again. It's honestly really surprising to have this again after so long of not having it. But yeah, it's worth it to me. I love it. It's gonna go on my music shelf. It's gonna be pretty special. So yeah, big fan of the set. Big fan of this movie. What do you think of this set? Do you think it's a good set? Do you think it sucks? And what do you think of Lego Pirates of the Caribbean? What do you think of the Pirates films in general? And what are your thoughts on the future of this franchise? Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. I will see you in the next review. And yeah, thank you for your support. Have a great day.